And welcome to another edition of the Katarlal podcast. And this time we're gonna have my watch along for Ultraman 2019, Season 1, Episode 7 to Episode 10. Let's check the chat. And we have Sin Havoc. Good evening. Eve Qatar. Yeah. Yo, Sin Havoc. Yo. How are you, man? I just came from participating in Hold My Dual Shocks uh, stream today. And yes, revelations on the Snyder haters. It's so obvious. But first, uh, we're in the road to 500 subs. Thank you for all those who subscribe, and for those who are yet to subscribe, smash that like button. Yep. Like, subscribe, and share this channel so all of us will be happy. All right. Now we switch on our Netflix, go to Ultraman Season 1, Episode 7. And yeah, Ultraman time. Like, share, and subscribe. All right. And we'll start our watch along in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The title of this episode is Hidden Thoughts. And here we go. We have a kaiju like creature fighting Ultraman. This, of course, is a digital style anime, 3D, sort of. All right. The kaiju is going on a rampage. Let's check this out. Okay. We see Hayata, Shinjiro's dad, the original Ultraman. And of course, another Ultraman is waiting in the wings, Murabashi. Muraboshi. It's a damn massacre. And good evening, good morning, Sergeant Giratina. Hey, I thought you have a stream today. Ha! Man, the Kaiju is getting the better of Ultraman. I think that other guy uh, is testing Shinjiro if he can hack it as Ultraman. They did this kind of kaiju. Excuse me. They did this kind of kaiju even way back in the original Ultraman series, way back in 1966. And they're doing slow mo. He has to think of something fast, or else our timestamp 4 minutes 28 seconds. Oh, so Ultraman finally learned to fly. Then even Moroboshi is surprised. He can fly! He's like a superhero in training. And people don't seem to run when the monster, when a kaiju appeared. Slice and dice, and there goes the head. Look at that. Extraordinary. Moroboshi, assemble your team. So Moroboshi is still leading the team. No, I forgot the name of this guy. Okay, so solar flare has still not affected the internet signal. So some people are beating up, bullying an alien. I wonder why. The last time I watch and done, I started my streaming, my YouTube channel way back, uh, but I only streamed for about 2 years, maybe 2 years. I started streaming on Netflix at the tail end of 2022. Yeah, and one of the first watch alongs I did in 2023 was Ultraman, the third season. I was still learning how to do uh, the stuff I'm doing now. Still learning, still updating my equipment. So somehow this is it's been fun doing watch alongs. The animation feels like it's a video game. Somehow Shinjiro looks like he has a crush. So Girantina says, remember to hit like. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you uh, for that. And I'll give you. I'm gonna give you a drop. Thank you. That's the drop for Sergeant Giratina. That was an old movie clip. Yeah, that was an old movie clip from the 1980s. And that the star of that movie is currently a freaking senator here in the Philippines. Imagine that. This is the father of the idol that Shinjiro is talking to. This type of animation is still a bit uh, almost 2D, the mixture of 3D and 2D. It's like playing Dragon Ball Budokai 2 or 3 way back when. The Ultraman suit version 7.07 actually is based on the Ultra 7 costume from the old Ultra 7 series in the 1970s. Shinjiro is a whiner. Reminds you of someone? Yeah. It's reminds me of Deku from uh, My Hero Academia and that other guy from My Adventures with Superman. Man, he's really teasing. He's teasing Muraboshi. Rena is the pop idol that Ultraman has a crush on. Rena Sayama. This is actually the difference with Japanese pop idols and their American counterpart. That's the cop is Rena's dad. All right. How do you neutralize someone? That's a debate happening in real life. Hey, what's happening? It seems the internet is acting up. Man, Rena Fest? The audience for Rena are all otakus. Okay. Of course, otaku fans are considered the greatest fans ever from definitely from otakus themselves. Timestamp 19 minutes 57 seconds for this episode. Rena is going up script. Man, she's being a little bit, uh, you know, anti Ultraman in this episode. And that's it for this episode. That was short, and we're starting with episode episode 8. The title of this episode is "The Dawn of Truth." They hired an alien to go after Rena. Man, the audience are thinking it's part of the show. Sort of a zebra alien, and This is a setup. Okay, just to sync up, times timestamp is 1 minute and 50 seconds for episode 8. Two Ultramans. True Ultraman. That this is gonna be quite a show. Fight scenes is looks awesome. I rate the episode 7 as a 7.5 over 10, and I'll rate episode 8 a little bit later. So far, this animated feature, this animated series is quite different from any other I saw from the past. Those orbs looks like something Mr. Terrific has made in the comics. The T spheres, Moribushi is a real hothead. Shinjiro is inexperienced. So fighting side by side, this makes uh, Moribushi look good. Honestly, the audience seems to be thick-headed. Man, man, that was a direct threat to Rena's life. The first time that these two were really teaming up. compensating for each other's shortcomings. Oh no, another one. Unholy alliance. What? Another one. Another. Man, it's been a lot compensating lately. Yeah, so, and there goes Moroboshi. How's your morning going so far? Uh, it's very nice actually, but somehow I'm experiencing another. We're experiencing another heat wave here. I have no, I have no idea why. Uh oh, why it's the internet is yeah, the volcano is still acting up somehow. Small eruptions. I don't know why they still that volcano is so active that every year we have small eruptions, ash falls. Oh, lots of stuff happening underneath it. Yeah, probably under a tectonic plate. This is the most active volcano here in the country. So, and kind of near where I live, relatively near. And there goes blood splatter. Timestamp 12 minutes 5 seconds. Taal is probably the smallest volcano here in the Philippines, but it's the most active. Before the pandemic, it erupted, and after the pandemic, it's been erupting so many times. You got a bug out bag just in case. Well, just in case. What's scary is that other that inactive volcano near in the area where I live also. If not for the hot springs that people access to now, when that uh, so-called mountain erupts, then we'll have another uh, Pinatubo, just like in 1991. It's small on the surface, but what's underneath is another story. That's true. That's true. Man, this alien is explaining so many things. Probably an entrance to inner earth. Probably uh, what's the name of those in Godzilla versus Kong? That that area on Earth. There's also the Mariana Trench, Stargate. Yeah, the Stargate. Humans. Hollow Earth. Yes, Hollow Earth, Inner Earth. It's pretty much the same thing. Lots of aliens in this series. As above, so below. You know, I remember that logo on the ads of Hawk World from DC Comics by Timothy Truman. It's been that way ever since for me. As above, so below. S- Adad is an agent of the Star Cluster Council. Man, he's an enforcer. That's real, as old as time itself. No more veil of secrecy for this Ultraman. Man, time is time on our side. That's the question. There was a sort of free for all in this morning's Hold My Dual Shock uh, Thursday rants. It was, different point of views. It was interesting. Yeah, I can tell it. It was interesting because they're talking to the what do you call them? Sky and Leon are the people behind the cell movement. Quite quite cool, I'll bet. Yeah, Garantina, quite cool. I'm glad you noticed that. Man, the Igaru is the alien that died. Man, is the Stargate in the sun opening? Maybe, maybe not. We're in the edge of science fiction and science fact, man. Things are really on the edge. Yes. Always remember that one of those proponents for ancient aliens have been used for Man of Steel and BVS years ago. All right, that's the end for episode 8. I rate this as an 8 over 10. Yeah. Now we're starting episode 9. The title of this episode is Nice to Meet You, Big Brother. I'm expecting another Ultraman, or in this case, Ultra Kid, episode 9. Why do you think so many people were triggered by it? Because it's not uh, technically fiction, and people are confused by it. Yeah, that's good. Sin 8 out of 10. Okay, just to sync up with everyone, timestamp 1 minute 38 seconds because I didn't do the intro anymore. This is Seiji, the next another Ultraman. There's a lot of reality behind Man of Steel. There are a lot, and that what's turned off most of the nerd fans out there. They think that Superman is all about uh, uh, comic book accuracy, sci-fi, Scooby Doo shit. But if we deep dive into Man of Steel, it's more about ancient aliens and non-fiction, actually. The Anunnaki, the Nephilims, the world engine, a weather terraforming weapon. Yeah, they change uh, the environment. The world engine does that. Book of Enoch, Joseph Campbell comes to mind since Zach is influenced by the works of Joseph Campbell. So Jack is the other, also another Ultraman that we'll see probably come season 2. Old gods versus new gods. Jack Kirby really brought us a grand mythology of the new gods way back when. And remember, Jack Kirby was the one who wrote Jimmy Olsen as an adventurer slash secret agent type, like what they did in BBS. The only difference is that the VBS version of Jimmy Olsen died. But to think of it, uh, Jake Olsen, Jimmy Olsen's father, is a government agent. Yeah. Yeah. BVS Olsen died. And did you know that Zack never wanted to title that movie with BVS, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice? He planned another title for that. Sin Havoc says one of Zod's ship from Man of Steel looks like the Black Knight satellite. Oh, that's interesting. Sin Havoc. So the armor for these cops looks like something from Halo. Yeah, it looks like something from Halo. The better Halo, as seen in the video games, not the Halo from Amazon Prime, which story really sucks. Yep. Yeah. Sus laugh. Master Chief Gate continues. I haven't finished my rewatch of season one of Halo, and I need to finish it. No stream for that series for me. Where's the helmet? It went the way, uh, just like what uh, they did with Stallone's Judge Dredd. That way. The movie Dredd with Carl Urban got got it correctly. The helmet stayed on, although I'm still waiting for a sequel for the Dread. The Black War there looks like something from that movie, The Raid. I never seen so many people lose their minds about the helmet. I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, a lot of people lost it. Just like what they're doing now with the Transformers, comparing Michael Bay with the new movie Transformer 1. Although without thinking about it, without Michael Bay, the Transformers won't be that cool to the general audience. Halo was disappointing. Yeah, you got me there. Michael Bay. Yeah, he's dope, man. His work with Transformers redefined uh redefined that IP. And the only thing that I didn't like with Transformers was Witwicky. Although he was in the anime series back in the 80s, not the same. Transformers 3 is my favorite. I like the Transformers 1 and 2 with Megan Fox, of course. I like Transformers 3, the the last movie of Shia LaBeouf. Transformers 2 is your favorite, Sarge? Yeah. So when we first watched Transformers, the first one, my son said, "Dad, it's all real." You know what? Why? I sort of let him see the behind the scene pictures of Bumblebee being hauled by a pickup truck. That's a really big version of Bumblebee, almost like it's real. Then I watch every other movie from that franchise. The ones with what's his name? Wait, like the last night, Transformers, Age of Extinction. Then there's the last night, the Rise of the Beast. Uh, all in all, that franchise was really cool. When they showed Chicago getting locked down and the Decepticons unleash hell, what a shot! Yeah, Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is still acting like Mark Wahlberg, much like what uh, Ryan Reynolds keeps doing. So our timestamp now 13 minutes 54 seconds of episode 9. I feel that this episode has a lot of filler filler moments. Yes, and Mark Wahlberg always acts like Mark Wahlberg, just like Ryan Reynolds always acts like Ryan Reynolds, and Dwayne Johnson acts like Dwayne Johnson. No variety of the actors who acts in different roles are Hugh Jackman, Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck. Some say that Will Smith acts like Will Smith in all his movies. Weird, right? Idris Elba. Also acts like Idris Elba in his movies. Also Jason Statham. Yeah, I know that's true. Another one, uh, an actor who plays a diverse character is Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill. Although his Joker from Batman the Animated Series and his Trickster from the Flash series in the 1990s were quite similar, only because it's comic book villains, honestly. Man, another kaiju, giant kaiju attacking Ultraman. The effects of this series is 3D CGI, according to a Wikipedia entry. Okay, looks like Ultraman, Kid Ultraman is helping out Ultraman. They really did the animated version of Ultra 7 here. Timestamp 18 minutes 17 seconds. So how's your internet signal, Sin? Sergeant? Is it still good? I think tomorrow, the 5th of October, we'll be feeling the effects of the solar flare. All good. Thanks, Sarge. When is your next stream, Sergeant? Probably will make an appearance there. Man, slice and dice. October 8th, Beverly Hills Cop is the franchise to talk about. So what day is that? October 8th is Tuesday night for you. And I think getting I'll be getting it on the 9th of October, since we do have a 12-hour time difference. If you're in the East Coast, glitchy glitchy armor. Chief, big brother or chief. And that's it for episode 9. I rate this episode as an 8.5 over 10 because fight scenes are dope. Now we're starting with episode 10. This is the last episode for today. Yep. Man, kid got a lot of cash. He has cybernetic arms. So let's just sync the timestamp 1 minute and 6 seconds for this episode. It's man. Seiji is the name of the kid. Ultraman 2019 is based on the Ultraman manga, which was collected in May 2023. The title of episode 10 is Star Council. So Rena has deduced that there's a human being inside the Ultraman suit, even the original one. The insignia gave it away. Man, this is a love story. They incorporate they incorporated a love story in Ultraman. Yes, and the symbol insignia was a dead giveaway. Anybody can connect the dots with that one. 3D CGI looks good. Okay, another alien sighting. So Rena wears glasses to disguise herself. Reminds you of someone. At least she doesn't have perm hair when wearing her glasses, unlike that incoming flop in 2025. Man, that's gonna be that movie's gonna suck big time. Chia pet hair. Man, that's really what happens when people actually see aliens in real life. Panic will happen. Gun Superman will flop big time. You got that right, Sergeant Giratina. Try to tell them. Yep, panic is gonna happen. A lot of perspective will change if aliens are proven true. A lot of faith will be shaken to the core. And another kaiju and a dead kaiju. Yeah. Yeah. Three Ultraman. like slice and dice, self motivation. Well, that's what we do, especially as independent. Uh, what is that? We independent content creators. People will be shaken to their core. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. That's true. It's like the question that was stated in the old Highlander series back in the 90s. What if you learned that Jesus is not uh, who he says he is and he's just an immortal? But I go by what Duncan MacLeod always answers. It's all about faith. Yeah, it's all about faith. And speaking of faith, remember we have a bi-monthly s- stream called Faith in Comics with Bishop DM Williams. Yeah, and true, it's not sponsored. No, no one tells us what to do. No one tells us what to stream. Yeah, we're not sponsored at all. I still can't believe that people hated Man of Steel just because it it was what they didn't expect that kind of characterization for both Superman and Clark Kent. Although actual real comic readers will relate to Henry Cavill's Superman. Fate is real, but Jesus' real name is Yeshua. That's his Aramaic name, Yeshua. And according to Bishop, it's another one, another name, Yahoo, the Yahuwah, something. Read the book, read the old books. Yeah, we should read the old books. Have faith. That's actually his Atlantean name. Oh boy, here we go. This is dope. Atlantis, Lemuria uh, are all in the same continent or not? That's the question. The Legend of Mu, if you read that. Jesus, the name Jesus is more Greek than than anything else. Lemuria is around where you are. Yeah, maybe near either the Indian Ocean or the Pacific. Timestamp 14 minutes, 14 seconds. So, this talk about aliens and reminds me of the immigration problem we have in the world today. Indonesian archipelago stories from the old world. Did you know that supposed to be Indonesia was one of the people who inhabits the Philippines long ago, or that was what we were taught when we were kids. Indonesia, Malaysia, but first was the pygmies. Now, as an adult, we learned that Austronesian people are the ones who went here in the Philippines direct from mainland Asia. It's really weird. The uniforms in the high school here is somewhat similar to this uniform that Ultraman is wearing. It's based on the Japanese design. That's the Philippines was actually a part of Indonesia way back then. Yeah, of course. We are definitely the Malay people, according to according to, you know. Although we're a mixed race, we're Chinese, we're uh, Indonesian. During college, I was mistakenly identified as Indonesian in my school, Adamson University, according to old maps. Yep. But when Spain conquered the Philippines, we became a Roman Catholic nation. They conquered us and converted us to their version of Christianity or Roman Catholicism. Man, insect. He's eating insect. I know a place here in the Philippines where they sell, uh, grub, those grubs that Timon and Pumbaa eats in The Lion King. Timestamp 18 minutes 52 seconds. Atlantis wasn't just an island with three or to five concentric circles. It was a whole planet. Wow, that's uh, that's good to know. The whole galaxy, man. Atlantis, and all comic fans know is that Atlantis is something that belongs to Aquaman or the Submariner universes, DC and Marvel. That's why they're comparing. Marvel Tour with Twilight of the Gods Tour. Man, these fights. There's no comparison. That's true. Plus the versions they gave us in the movies, well, eventually they suck. And that's it. With that final comment of time to go after some bad guys, that was intense. Twilight of the Gods is awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. Well, okay, I rate episode 10 of Ultraman season 1 as 8.5 over 10. Generally the same as what I gave episode 9. Comic book fans didn't know that Yelena Belova is part of the original Thunderbolts, and 8.5 for Sin Havoc. Yeah, she was. Although in the 90s, the Thunderbolts was made up of the old Masters of Evil members that were like Atlas, who was Goliath. Uh, who else? Uh, Man, I forgot. She was a double agent. Yeah, Yelena. I forgot all those early Thunderbolts comics from the Avengers of 1988. And yeah, Hawkeye was a member of the Thunderbolts. He was the one who trained them. And yes, that's it for today's stream. Always remember, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me in my social networks: Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, X Twitter, and my YouTube channel. Yep, it was a fun stream. Thank you for Sin Havoc and Sergeant Giratina for joining me in the chat. This was fun. Cell is the way. Yeah, this was fun, man. And thank you for all your continued support. Yeah, that's it for today. See you when I see you.